It's a new season and now it's time to put down more mulch, but you've been dreading this entire process. And if your mulch beds look like this, then you realize you have even more work to do. You don't mind doing the work, but you want it to last. Well, that was me. So instead of putting down more mulch, I decided to put down landscaping rocks. And in this video, I'll show you exactly my step-by-step process of how I did it, how much it cost, and if I would do it again. So the first step in the process is obviously to get up all of the mulch. And like I just mentioned, I had been putting mulch down for several years, and every time summer came around, I always dreaded this process because I would have to basically clean up all the mulch, then lay down multiple bags. And once I thought about it, I was thinking, well, what would it look like to actually put down stone? What would be the cost compared to putting down the 40 or 50 bags of mulch that I have to put down every single year? And once I did a little bit of calculation, I thought this would be a much better investment of time. It would save me a lot every single year, and I would have a much easier time maintaining this part of the yard. So as you can see here, multiple bags are getting filled up of mulch. This was after about 4 years of mulching, and I actually probably had too much mulch on there, and so I'm paying for it now by cleaning it all up. But this is the important step, to clean it all out, because we're going to be putting down landscaping rocks. If you've got other people helping you, that will definitely make the process go quicker, but if not, it'll take you a little bit of time to get everything, even including some of these old plants that were just not doing too good. Wanted to get some fresh plants in the flower bed, so I'm getting rid of those as well. As you can see, I've got multiple bags of mulch, and I actually found a local dump that gladly accepted it. They recycle, so this was a good way to get rid of this mulch. Once the mulch was gone, it was now time to deal with this edge. And this edge had kind of grown in and just not looked all that great after a few years. And so I needed to do something about it just to clean it up, especially if we're going to be putting down new rocks. So to do that, I went to my local Sunbelt rental and I picked up this flower bed edger. And this machine has this blade on it that basically just kicks up the dirt and the mulch and grass along a flower bed, and it makes it really easy to get a clean line. As you see here, I'm just using the machine and walking backwards. This is actually my second pass just because of how uneven and really rough my edge was looking. So all you really have to do is get the blade going, walk slowly backwards along the flower bed edge or where you want the new line to be. It takes a little getting used to, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it's pretty simple and easy. And this literally saved me hours upon hours, because where I live, the dirt is so hard. It's almost like trying to dig into rock. So using this tool saved me a lot of time and a lot of energy and muscle soreness to get this clean line. Not to mention, the tool only costs about $50 a day to rent. And with the way that the flower bed edger works, it kicks up all of that dirt and deposits it into your flower bed. So right now, all I'm doing is just kind of cleaning this edge up, and I'm gonna be able to shovel all of this extra dirt and old grass and mulch. So that way we have a nice clean edge to lay our new landscaping rock. And while I was at it, I also made a little trough for this downspout. This type of downspout just goes from the gutter and takes the water a little bit further away from the house. And the way that I've set it up, I'll be able to lay the rocks over top of it so you actually won't even see it. I also did it for the other downspouts inside of the flower bed. Next, I got this tamper tool that basically is just a heavy stamp type thing and just smashes whatever is underneath it. And I did this so that it can smooth out some of those big pieces of dirt and honestly rock. There were some big pieces of rock inside the flower bed just because of the type of dirt that we have. and I was able to break those pieces up so that way when I laid down the landscaping rock, it would be nice and smooth. Before laying down any landscaping rock, I made sure to lay down this weed barrier. This weed barrier just helps to protect from any weeds from popping up into the ground into your mulch or your landscaping rocks. It's pretty simple and easy to install. All you do is lay it out, make sure it's nice and tight, and use these stakes to help keep it in place. It's typically a good idea to overlap the fabric as well, and I've even seen people double up on this, but in this project I'm just going with one single layer just because there aren't too many weeds that pop up in our flower bed. My wife and I went to go get some plants, and after bringing those back and setting them up where we wanted, I just made these cuts in the holes of the weed barrier so that way I can dig the holes and put in the plants. So I'm digging the holes about twice the diameter of the plant itself and digging almost as deep as the plant, so that way it sits just above this hole. I'm also untangling the roots so that it has a better chance of taking. And then I'm spreading around this organic garden soil for each one of the plants. And to get this flower bed edge looking even cleaner, I'm taking my weed whacker, my edger, and going right along this edge, clipping off any of those frayed pieces of grass. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the project just because it started to really clean up and make this edge look really nice. And while the flower bed edger did a really good job of defining this edge, coming back through with the weed whacker really helps to enhance this edge. And even with the landscaping rocks laid down, this is something that I do on a regular basis anytime I mow the lawn. And now for the landscaping rock. I found this local landscaping supplier just right around the corner, and I ordered 5 tons of this landscaping rock. It'll sometimes be called decorative gravel, and this kind was called the sandalwood blend. If you're looking for these type of rocks, I would just Google in your local area a landscaping company that can deliver all these rocks to your home. I know you can't really see it right now because there's a ton of dust on all of the rocks, but this has a lot of browns and blues, silvers and grays. And one thing that was super helpful is this Cobalt wheelbarrow. It has 4 wheels on it, so you basically can just pull it like a wagon, and it has this little lift feature that allows you to basically just dump whatever you have in there onto the ground. And while looking at this pile of rocks, I thought this was going to take me at least a few days, if not a week, to lay all of these rocks down. But to my surprise, after I got into a groove of shoveling them into the wheelbarrow, dumping them and laying them out, it actually didn't take nearly as long as I thought, and I did this all by myself. So if you've got a few hours and you've got some willpower and a little bit of endurance, and you're doing this maybe on a cooler day, I'm sure that you can get this done a lot sooner than you think. Now for the cost breakdown for this type of landscaping rock. This landscaping rock, which again is the sandalwood gravel, at the time that I got it cost $91 per ton. Each ton covers about 100 square feet, and I needed 5 of them. So in comparison to mulch, I need about 50 bags of mulch every year to cover the same area. And each bag of mulch can cost between $4 and $5 depending on where you get it and when you get it. So on the surface, it's more expensive to go with this type of landscaping rock, even though there were cheaper options and cheaper styles. We just went with this one because we really liked it, and once we put it down, we knew that it wasn't going to come back up. And remember, the main reason for doing this is that once I do and lay down all of these rocks once, every single year I don't have to come back and lay more down like I would if I had mulch. And if you ask me, the way that this is starting to shape up and look, I'm pretty pleased with it. And if you hadn't noticed, I actually went from using the broom to spread these out to using a rake, which was way more efficient and a lot easier to work with. And after maybe about 5 to 6 hours of working with the rocks, I was completely done and onto my last bucket to fully complete this flower bed landscaping rock project. And to get the real color of the rocks, all you have to do is spray some water on it so it can wash off some of that dust, and you'll start to see the true color of those rocks, and they look beautiful. And there we have it. All of the mulch removed, a much cleaner edge, weed barrier down, new plants, and that nice landscaping rock. To me, this looks a whole lot better than what we had before, and I don't have to come back and do the same thing every single year. Let me know what you think about this project down in the comment section below. Maybe you're someone who's thinking about making the jump to mulch to landscaping rock, and I can tell you after doing this project, it is well worth it. Also, check out this video right here where I show you exactly how to install this hose that I'm using right here in this shot. This is actually one that has made watering the plants and the grass a whole lot easier. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.